we believe that our work, that we are here to train, to help, to teach, to learn. Justice-impacted people build their power, build their political power, their legal power, their people power, and most important, their self-determination, their personal power, so that we're able to be whole, that we're able to have the rights that everybody else have because we deserve them, and we are able to move on from the worst days of our lives.
Participatory defense is really important in Atlanta because Atlanta has one of the highest probation populations. So a lot of folks who have cases, they're put on probation and then they're tied into this system, whether they're not paying fines or violating probation. Is just like a unfortunate circle. Where participatory defense comes in, we try to help folks with their cases. We try to tell them, things that they may not know are options for them. Through that, we just try to wrap around the community and help our people. I was introduced to participatory defense through helping my mom with her case. And then I ended up getting a case too. We were in Durham, North Carolina at the time. So we were part of the Bull City Participatory Defense Hub. I just got into it. I kept going to the meetings. Was asked to be a core member. I got trained, met a lot of dope people. And I just saw that, participatory defense is not just a group in Durham, it's like a whole national thing. It's became a lifelong thing since then.
So I was introduced to MAP Defense, defending for myself. They helped me go through my discovery package. They helped me pretty much decipher my whole case. Different ways to defend myself that I wouldn't have had the opportunity to do while in jail. Hope that the MAP has provided for me is, like I said, a support system. Times where I say, well, what's the point of me going to school and what's the point of me looking for a job when the outcome is going to be this? And they keep me on a good track. I just felt like everything was going to go downhill. My place was going to be lost. I was going to be disconnected from my family. I was never going to see my kids again. And I was just going to be in jail for the rest of my life because all of my family let me know that the charges that I were facing was 25 years to life. So I felt like there was no way that I was going to be able to come back home. I didn't have a public defender. They didn't issue me a public defender. I had to get a paid attorney that I paid $10,000 to, that he did no work. I sat for about 3-4 months, and my first arraignment, I was denied bond, and then they gave me a $100,000 bond. My mother contacted them for me. I sent her the number, and they let my mom know that on Mother's Day I was going to be bailed out, Mother's Day of 2022, that I was going to be bailed out, and they followed through with what they said. They ensured that I had money on my books so I can be able to reach out to family, reach out to them. They attended court. They signed their name off saying that they will be responsible for me. So once I got out, I went to their housing where, I stayed up under them. I did volunteer work. I made sure I could give back what was given to me.
Nia, she's one of our core members now. During certain calls with other family members, she would chime in and give her advice of things she went through with her case. And she was like, well, why don't you try this? Or, hey, I looked this up. And maybe you should call and try to see if this will help with your case. And one of her key strengths are like attention to detail. So she's our in-house discovery expert.
I felt like I had a community behind me because they didn't stop just with the bond. They gave me resources when I came home. They helped me out financially if needed. They actually helped me look for homes and things like that because we were in an apartment when I first came home, and they just had my back all the way around the board. So my name is Nikita Thomas. I live in Rex, Georgia, and the organization that I work with is Bard Business, and I also work with Participatory Defense. I did exactly 2 years. I did May 6, 2020 to May 6, 2022, which is crazy. And then from there, I was put on an ankle monitor, and my case was April of 2024. And I was acquitted of all charges. I went straight to the ankle monitor, the bonding agency, and I said, cut this off, I am done. They cut it off that same day. At first they thought I was coming in to exchange it. No. This is a different order, baby. Here's the paperwork. Let me loose. Give me us free. And they gave me my free, baby. And since then, I've made it my duty to attend these meetings on Wednesdays to assist and to give back.
I feel like people get involved with Metro Atlanta Participatory Defense through, I think, word of mouth mostly. people are saying, hey, they helped me with my case. Just hop on a meeting and see how they can help you. Most of our cases have been with Black women because a lot of them were mothers who were bailed out, Black mothers who were bailed out. I love us coming together for a greater cause. To have a hub that is that encompasses helping Black women, I think is amazing.
Atlanta is the South, and one would think that the cost of living is different here, but it isn't, and it's reflected also in our bails. We have people right now whose bails are $102,000, $260,000. These are the bails in Atlanta. There's an inequity of the people who go to jail and the people who have to stay in jail because they can't afford it. I also see that Atlanta, communally, we can come together and we can go get our people. Atlanta participatory defense is very important to our community. It's no solution without us, right? Like, we need each other, right? Because the participatory defense is definitely important for how we change the landscape of Atlanta.